Good morning, Kaden. Welcome to today's lesson. This is a revision lesson for maths. Today we will be covering rounding off, ascending and descending order, and flow diagrams. So if we move to rounding off, we have a diagram we know very well. 1 to 10. We know that as soon as we reach the 5, we go up to the next 10. If it's before 5, we go down. So let's use our example, which is in our first activity. It gave us 51, and it says round 51 to the nearest 10. So I wrote out for you 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. But as you can see, 55 is when we start going up to 60. But 51 is nowhere near 55. It's not near the 5, or is the 5. So 51 will go down to 50. So if we round 51 to the nearest 10, the answer will be 50. Now if we look at our first activity for the day, which is activity or exercise 1.3 on page 6, it says, round the following numbers to the nearest 10. 1, 51. Now we just did that. We rounded it to 50. So now let's look at 99. If we were to round 99 to the nearest 10, think about what it would be. 99 has passed that 5. It's 95 and above. So that will go to 100. That is the nearest 10. But now what is the nearest 10 when we have our hundreds? Remember, we leave our little first number alone and just look at 15. So if 15 is rounding up to the nearest 10, we know that it's by the 5, so we go up to 20. So the answer is 820. The last one will be a challenging one, and I want to see if you can do it. Because if anything is rounded up to the next 100, the 2 will change. So try that, okay? Now if we look at ascending and descending order, which is our next section, we are looking at this example. 5, 4, 6, 3, 1, 2. They're all muddled up. In ascending order, we are going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's in the right order now. And it goes from the smallest to the biggest. For descending order, we go from the biggest to the smallest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, in descending order, it starts with a D. And D is down. So if you want to remember what descending order means, it's going D, down. 6, 2, 1, down the number line. Okay. But now if we look at exercise 1.4 on page 7, question 1 says, write these numbers first in ascending order and then in descending order. But the difference to these numbers than with the numbers we just did is they are all muddled up. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1, 10, 20, 100. Okay. But you're still going to find your smallest number. So in this one, it's 220. Your smallest number. Then what's the next one? 275. Then the next one, 737. The next one, 784. So that we just went in ascending order. Now descending order will be the other way around. 784, 737, 275, and 220. So although it might look a lot different from our example, it's still exactly the same. So I want you to try A, B, C, and D. Now for question 2, it says write these numbers in words. We've done this before and I know you are amazing at it. So this is not 999. We're going to write it in word. It's 999. So you're going to try that for me all the way from A to H. You're not going to do question 3 for me on this one. Okay. So now we are looking at an example of a flow diagram, and I'm sure you've seen these before. So we have 1, 4, and 10. But now 1 needs to get to the other side of the block. But to get to the other side, it needs to go through the block. So if 1 wants to get to its new spot, it needs to be times by 2. So remember, 1 times 2 is 2. I know you know that one. But now 4 times 2. So if we have 4 and then we have another 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 8. And then we have 10 times 2. Remember what we did before. 10 times 2 is just like doing 1 times 2. So what's 1 times 2? We know that it is 2. 2. And then we add the 0 that we took out and we get 20. I want you to try your best with this one. We're going to do exercise 4.2. You're only going to do this one. Nothing else in the activity. Just 1A and only the times for 1. Draw the spidergrams and fill in the output number. This is the output number. So input, rule, output. So here, let's go in closer. We have 3, 5, 7, and 9. Now we want to get them to the end. So they have to go through the box to get to the next one, just like we did now. So you're going to do the 3 times 4 sum at the bottom in your workbook before you get the answer, so I can see how you got there, okay? Try your best for me, and if you need any help, let me know. That is all for today's revision with rounding off, ascending and descending order, and flow diagrams. I hope you have a good day and good luck, and just try your best.